Welcome back to Chronicles of Lasting Change. My name is Julia, and I'm sharing with you my personal journey of fat loss, muscle gain, and body recomposition. This series is all about the ups and downs of making a lasting change in your life. No quick fixes, no drastic transformations, just steady, consistent approach to health and fitness. I invite you to join me on this journey, whether you are on a similar path or just curious to know what it takes to make a permanent change in life. I hope you'll find some inspiration and useful tips along the way, and let's dive into it. Please note that anything shared is only my experience and not a recommendation call for action. If you suffer from any disorders, consult a professional. Just after the gym. It's good that this video does not have a smell. I decided to quickly jump and discuss with you week 2, which has already been completed. 1/3 of the journey is done. Sounds better than it feels, to be honest. Last week I shared with you that it's quite easy to stay motivated and have these results and accomplishments and just feel great throughout the first week of whatever challenge you are setting, because you can run on motivation. It's not too complicated, but as the time goes on, the motivation drops, and then you have to remember why you have started the journey and keep going no matter how you feel. And then there is one slight disadvantage. No, it's not a disadvantage. And then there is one slight detail. I am a woman, so I have cycle, which does not help at all in this weight loss journey. And when I started the journey, I did not take it into consideration. Basically, I started the journey in the end of my cycle, and I'll have the second by the end of the journey. So, two difficult phases to conquer here. The second week was extremely tough, and there are a few reasons for that. I was in my so-called luteal phase, which is basically the end of my cycle, just before my period. I was extremely hungry all the time, but I tried to stay within my caloric deficit as much as I can. I was just thinking about food constantly, and nothing seemed to help. I started to regret that I started this journey. Still do regret it. So why did I put myself in this situation? While you are listening to me, on the side you can see some recap from reels that I have been uploading daily this week. If you want to follow the journey daily, because I share more tips and struggles and more updates, follow me on Instagram and I will explain why. The main reason is that restriction is driving me crazy, and I feel like I have stepped into the risky zone of unhealthy patterns that I was following through all my life, basically. To begin with, let's recap why I started this journey. I have no idea. As I explained previous week, from February till midsummer, I lost 8 kg and I was able to maintain my weight till the end of the summer while enjoying a lot of food, drinks, vacation, not being consistent at all. That was cool, but then in September, I decided to boost my fat loss journey, and this is why I put some restrictions. And I decided it from one week to another. This is why I do not have a clear explanation why did I do this, especially taking into consideration how well everything worked before midsummer. Why would you fix something that is working? I always say that, and somehow I found myself in this situation where I'm trying to fix something that is working. So I'm quite annoyed with myself. As I said, I do not have a clear explanation, a part of my will to boost my fat loss a little bit, and probably a desire to have quicker results, which again goes against everything I stand for at the moment. But I'm in this situation already, and now I gotta finish. There are a few issues though. First issue is I feel that I'm stepping back into unhealthy patterns with these restrictions. So restrictions are driving me nuts literally. I'm not doing anything extreme. I'm staying in a 15-20% caloric deficit. I do not consume alcohol. I do not eat outside home. I do stay consistent with my workout routine, which I always am. I mean, that's nothing too crazy, but in my mind, not being able to choose daily for myself, this creates such anxiety and such obsessive thinking about things that I wouldn't even choose, but like now I like want like crazy. Restrictions are not good. I did it for so long in my life that now I think that I'm just allergic to restrictions. It's not working. So the second issue is balance. I miss the balance. As I explained, from February till midsummer, I was losing weight and everything was working so well. It was really slow approach. Like the results were barely noticeable from one week to another. But in what, February, March, April, May, June, 5, 6 months, and I lost 8 kg unnoticeably to myself. This is what I loved about it. I was able to choose daily what I want to do with my life. I was able to enjoy dinners with friends, go for drinks, enjoy life, travel, everything. I did not restrict any occasions and I was still able to lose weight. And after having so many restrictions in my life, I appreciate the balance more than anything. The body that I want to have, I will have it within a few years' time, and I'm so okay with that. I prefer to go slowly after my goals, consistently changing neurons in my mind, basically, consistently changing my personality little by little, just making better choices each day. As they say, like 1% better a day. And then in a few years' time, I will just wake up a different person. I did it already. I did it when I stopped dieting for 2 years and I was just trying to change my habits, change my choices, change the personality. And then this personality change made the current reality happen where I'm actually loving my body, when I'm happy with myself, when I'm achieving results in the gym that I'm like, I cannot believe that I can do these things. Honestly, this is making me so happy. But this challenge is making me unhappy. Putting myself in a situation when I restrict certain things, take away things that I love, and I have to push myself more, making it less enjoyable. And this is the contrary of what was working for me before. The balance and being happy with the things that I do made me lose those 8 kg. And now I'm taking this away and expecting results. And you might ask, so what's the issue? Stop it. Like, stop the challenge. Like, what's the problem? Yeah, there is a huge problem. I cannot stop it because I'm on the edge of falling into unhealthy patterns. Okay, maybe not on the edge. My mental health is good. The personality changes that I have accomplished in the last few years, they will not disappear instantly. I know where my priorities are, and it's not so easy to sleep over these things. But the main reason why I cannot quit the challenge now, it would be like failing myself. I chose this situation. I chose how long it will last. I chose the rules of this challenge. I made myself do it. I had this idea for a very long time that I wanted to do this daily updates and a challenge on social media. If I quit now, I will survive, but I will be losing. Let me put it into the perspective. If your friend makes a promise and then does not fulfill it, if your friend keeps on saying things about themselves but do not show that this is their reality, I mean, you will lose trust in that person. You will not respect that person. And the same works with yourself. I made a promise, I made action, now I gotta fulfill it. to be able to trust myself and respect myself. And this is why I cannot quit it. I put myself in this situation. I announced everywhere that I'm doing this. And now I hate being in this situation. And I do not allow myself to quit because I want to respect myself. I want to trust my words. This is such a BS. I also have to say a huge thank you to my family and friends because the thought that I'm quitting, I had it during whole week 1000 times a day, and a few times I reached out to my friends and they were like, you gotta continue. I understand your feelings. Take care of your mental health, prioritize it, be careful, but if you can continue, just continue. You gotta do it. Challenge is not something that is supposed to be easy. This is why it's called challenge. Yeah, Sherlock didn't realize that before. I mean, I didn't, like, that's not sarcastic. Naming a situation a challenge without realizing that it will be challenging. So yeah, that was an extremely tough week. Somehow I was still able to even lower my calories. So first week it was around 2170, and on the second week I lowered it by 100 calories, so it's 2100. I started the week with the weight of 81.6 and I finished second week with the weight 80.6. So almost 10 kg down in total from February till now. I'm happy about the result. So 2 weeks are down. The second week was extremely tough unless I see that my mental health is really on the edge, because my mental health is a priority here. It's not my body that is taking me further. It's not my body that giving me the results. It's my mind, and I have to prioritize it accordingly. But for now, I explained the reasons why I cannot quit. So I will try to fight those obsessive thoughts that I'm having in my head constantly and just keep going. Not much left, 4 weeks, yeah? I tried to be as honest as possible in this episode, and it's difficult to share the difficulties. If you'll follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm always this happy sunshine, like always energetic, motivated. I don't know, I'm dancing in between my sets. Inside, of course, it's not that easy all the time, and you never know what is happening in one's head. So I'm trying to be as honest as possible in these YouTube series. I hope my story inspires you and helps you to take control of your own journey, whatever it might be. If you're enjoying this journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as I will be sharing the full 6 weeks challenge. If there is something that I forgot to mention or you have any questions related, drop it in the comment section and I will be happy to follow up with you. Thanks again for keeping me accountable, and I'll see you next time.